This is IGN. Nintendo Switch 2 sales are down. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, not everyone loves the new Spider-Man movie. BMW owners have discovered that a Spider-Man Brand New Day ad has been forcefully added to their car's infotainment system. Spider-Man Brand New Day is the movie that none of us can escape. It's smashing box office records, filling our social media feeds with memes and theories, and now it's taking over people's cars. Owners of relatively recent BMW models have noticed that the web swinger himself is now part of their infotainment screen's selection of apps. When starting the car, drivers are greeted with a message stating that Spider-Man has dropped into your BMW, which is a vaguely threatening and ominous message in itself. You can, of course, ignore it if you wish, but if you click it, it will play an ad for Spider-Man and BMW. Once it ends, a QR code will pop up and take users to a page where they can build a new BMW iX3 car, which in itself is a bit absurd. If you skip the ad or want to watch it later, there will be a Spider-Man app in your infotainment screen to let you watch it. And in Spider-Man Brand New Day, a BMW driver activates Sport mode on their car to help Spidey chase after some bad guys. It's a pretty ridiculous tie-in, and drivers aren't exactly thrilled about it. On Reddit, some have called it dystopian and drawn comparisons to when Apple added a U2 album to everyone's iPhones. Others have suggested that this kind of advertising shouldn't be allowed and expressed frustration over how disruptive it is for a premium vehicle. And in a move that has once again sparked backlash within the gaming community, Sony now seems to be placing advisory stickers on PlayStation 5 consoles, warning players that physical games will soon be discontinued. The death of physical media draws ever closer, with Sony making the decision to cease production of physical game discs starting January 2028. It's not a choice the company seems to be backing down on either, based on stickers that have reportedly begun appearing on the boxes of PlayStation 5 consoles. One such sticker was spotted on the back of a PS5 box and shared to social media on August 5th, with a message that reads, "Important notice, from January 2028, newly released games on PlayStation will be available for purchase on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital format only. Discs released before January 2028 can continue to be played on this console." While it's unclear if this was a digital or disc edition of the PlayStation 5, it doesn't seem like it's limited to either. These warnings aren't sitting well with players, adding more fuel to the ongoing debate surrounding discs going the way of the dodo. Switch 2 sales are down by more than a third compared to the console's explosive launch a year ago, though Nintendo has insisted its new machine's arrival still compares well with that of Switch 1. Nintendo sold 3.82 million Switch 2 consoles in the 3 months ending June 30th, the company reported in its latest financial results, which are the first that offer year-on-year Switch 2 sales comparisons. This quarter last year, Switch 2 sold 5.82 million units, following its early June 2025 arrival. A year-on-year sales drop is perhaps not a surprise, considering the huge pent-up demand for a new Switch after the best part of a decade. Nintendo has also insisted that Switch 2, over its life to date, is still comparing favorably with equivalent sales of the Switch 1 and remains its fastest-selling console of all time. But it is also fair to say that Switch 2 launched on the back of Nintendo's best-selling console of all time, giving it a strong headwind. The original Switch, meanwhile, had to slowly gather momentum following the disastrous Wii U. Switch 2 software sales rose year-on-year, something that, again, is likely not a surprise considering the many more titles now on offer. And of course, Switch 1 titles are also continuing to sell. The evergreen monster that is Mario Kart Deluxe shifted another 450,000 copies, not too far off the latest sales of Mario Kart World. Interestingly, Nintendo said that its ratio of digital sales to physical rose by 2.2 points to 61.5%. The company has recently begun selling new downloadable Switch 2 games for cheaper than their boxed copies. Nintendo reported that its total annual playing users had remained unchanged at 130 million, at something of a plateau after steeper increases over the past decade. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.